Hey folks, Jeff Smith here from HigherTrustMarketing.com and InfoMarketerZone.com. I'm really happy to have you with us here today. I'm going to tackle a topic today that is incredibly important to your business. It's essential for all of you who are having struggles staying on track. And that might mean for some of you just getting started, finding your niche market, getting things rolling in your business. For other people, it might mean finishing your product. And for still others, it might mean actually your product and not being afraid to get your product out there and actually start to build a brand for yourself and build some momentum and consistency in your business. And what I'm going to talk about today is perhaps the most defeating thing or the most painful thing in your business, the thing that would hold you back the most, and that's inaction. The ability to, or the inability to actually get momentum building and to get things rolling in your business in a meaningful way. And I think we all know deep down if we can just get things rolling, if we can, maybe stick with something for a few weeks, that it will take on a life of its own. It will start to become much simpler to take consistent action. But until we can get to that point, isn't it one of the most challenging things we face to be able to get that momentum built and to be able to get past some of the obstacles that stand in our way? So I want to cover 5 quick tips to help you take consistent action, get that momentum rolling in your business, and believe me, once you get this working, the results will be astounding. I talk about this many times when I talk in front of groups. 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 anymore. When you get things building, momentum building, it's 1 + 1 = 3, 1 + 1 = 4 or 5. It's the new math, folks. But the truth is, if you can build upon action upon action upon action, and get, even if there's a couple of failures, even if things don't go so well for you every time, the truth is, once you get action building, you get a few successes in a row, it builds upon itself and the momentum takes on a life of its own. So here are some of the basic tips I want to cover with you today. Number 1 is know yourself. And that is to get the seeds of momentum building before you can overcome the pain associated with sticking with something. And that is, maybe doing some things you don't want to do, or giving up TV time, giving up even in some cases some time with your family, or having to overcome exhaustion or lack of energy by putting in an extra hour in the evening for your business. You've got to have a purpose. You've got to have something deep inside of you that says this is worth doing. And you've got to create that for yourself, or you've got to find it within yourself. Why do you want to do this business? What is it that is going to drive you in those lean times to get through all the tough exercises, get over the hump, as it were? And maybe it's your ability to finally break free of that job. Maybe it's to control your own time and energy. For me, that's a really big one. To be able to control my own creativity, my own energy, not have someone direct that, and to be able to respond, to try something on my own and see the result immediately and act on that result. That's really important to me. And for a lot of people, I think it's the same thing. How many times have you been directed to do the wrong thing in your job and you've known it's wrong, but yet you're still forced to do it? Well, that just drives you crazy after a while, and it eats away at your inner soul and takes away energy and momentum from your business. So one of the things that maybe drives you, and you've got to find this within yourself, is maybe to have control of your time, your energy, your creativity. But whatever it is, you've got to find that within yourself. And so do some thinking on that, do some brainstorming, do some meditation on that. If you're into meditation, it's a great way to find hidden things that are deep within you that maybe you haven't really recognized in a long time. The second factor to be able to defeat inaction is to have focused training. Once you know what you want, and you've done enough research to know how you can get it, what type of business is right for you, and if it's an online business, is it something where you want to control your own business and you want to create your own product, for example, which is something we teach a lot over at InfoMarketerZone.com, then you want to be able to have focused learning. You're bombarded with so much information today, so many different opportunities, so many different angles at how you can actually take control. You need to be able to focus, laser, pinpoint focus on what you want to learn, rather than just hearing all of this shotgun of information and being paralyzed by the amount of information you get. So you need to set up a learning plan. First, I need to know point A. Second, I need to know point B. Third, I need to know point C. When you can get to that stage where you have very focused learning, then it becomes so much better for you. You can ignore everything else around you and really focus on what it is you need to know. Number 3 point for defeating inaction. Take action every day. So you need to be able to come up with an action plan. Now try this. Just set up a table, come up with an action. One simple thing. You know, you don't have to defeat the world in one single day. What you want to be able to do is take little pinpoint actions each day. What you'll find is that by having one little successful action, if it's maybe writing an article or it's researching your niche market and coming closer to figuring out what your niche market wants, or maybe it's writing the first 5 or 6 pages of your information product, or it's writing your sales letter and figuring out what their value proposition is for your information product. It doesn't matter really what it is. You've just got to take little baby steps. Come up with, something that you can achieve in a day, and make it a big goal. In other words, if you're going to commit to writing the first 5 pages of your first chapter of your new ebook, make that a huge goal. If you can achieve that, that is huge. And if you can follow that, you'll have your ebook done in a matter of a couple of weeks. Think of it that way. And so reward yourself for making those little steps forward. It may only take you 15 or 20 minutes, but man, you've accomplished something big. Number 4, work on your self-confidence. So we all have situations, places, or people where we don't feel as self-confident. Our self-esteem takes a beating. When we're starting our own business, we're very much putting the emphasis back on ourselves, and we're putting ourselves out into the marketplace. That's scary stuff. So you need to think about how do you improve your self-confidence, your self-esteem. And over at attractgreatness.com, that's www.attractgreatness.com, we've got a 5-part system for doing just that, for being able to step out of the box that you're in today, to be able to step beyond what you're capable of, to actually listen to that little voice inside you that says you're much better than this, that you can achieve great things, but actually making it possible, putting a 5-step plan in place to actually make that possible. You can improve your self-confidence. Every one of us can do it. It's actually quite simple, and it's another thing that building momentum, you can actually create your own self-confidence, and it actually spirals on top of each other, and it will impact those around you. People will see the difference. You'll have better relationships, better friendships. The people that will be drawn to you will be a better class of people. In terms of positive people instead of negative people, you will notice an amazing shift around you in terms of what you can attract. And finally, the 5th step in terms of defeating inaction in your life, get a mastermind network. Whether this is an informal or a formal mastermind, get around people that are doing the same thing you are and that seek the same goals and have the same positive energy. And bounce ideas off them. Don't think in terms of scarcity. Don't hold all your ideas back. If you have some ideas that you want to bounce off your marketplace, then find some people that are also interested in it. Start a mastermind. It could be a discussion group. It could be through conference calls. It could be through a forum. It could be through one-on-one if you have people around in your area that want to contribute. Start this mastermind. Just by starting it, you will have increased the amount of energy attracted towards your project. And you'll learn from those people. Combine 3 or 4 minds to your own, and it's another case of 1 + 1 doesn't just equal 2, it equals a massive amount more. You will find the energy created by your mastermind you'll come up with all kinds of new ideas. So I hope that's been useful. You need to defeat inaction to be able to succeed in business, to be able to succeed in anything in life. So let's go about trying to defeat inaction together. If you want more tips like this, head over to infomarketerzone.com or highertrustmarketing.com/blog, and we'll help you as you constantly challenge inaction and get your business rolling, get those first few steps so that you can build a massive business of your dreams. And you just need to defeat those initial early stages of inaction. I hope this was useful today. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.